Anyway, so my idea was, especially after spending time with you guys in New York, and we've been friends a long time. I think it's so interesting to hang out with the two of you, with Melissa and Peter, because you have ideas and thoughts and opinions about things that I don't think about at all, and also things I don't agree with, like eating stuff and whatever, and the way you do just life. But it's fascinating and it's very entertaining. And I thought, this would be a really fun podcast to do just for fun, and that your fans and people who know you or don't know you would just enjoy being able to hear your conversations. So that was the initial idea or pitch. And then I'll let you respond as to why you may or may not want to do a podcast at all.
I just thought you wanted to Zoom with us, and
that's why I'm here. That now I get like an opportunity to just force the two of you to hang out with me for an hour and catch up on what's going on. And if we can choose a topic and stick to it, well, then that's
not going to happen.
That's not going to happen, but we'll do our best. And I would love to know what people want us to talk about. Maybe we'll get to that point at some point. But until then, we'll pick some interesting topics. We all come from very different backgrounds, and we'll have some interesting opinions on them, hopefully.
I just think that Chris might think that we're far more entertaining, because I'm like, if they want to come hang out with us, we're usually on the couch or the back patio. We're watching some sort of reality TV and talking at it a lot. Or a lot. Or we're, on a road trip and singing. But yeah, I mean, this would be the next best thing, I would guess, right?
Yeah, so the idea here is this forces you guys to sit up in chairs and talk versus laying down somewhere snacking.
I don't love that. I don't love that part of this at all. I wish I could. I feel like if we get doing enough of these, I will be lying down at some point. Okay.
Well, yeah, however you're comfortable.
With food.
With food.
Yeah, like Crafty. At some point, we would love to have someone sponsor our appetites. And we don't need money. We just would love some food. We'd love to have some food.
Something else. Snacks.
Yeah. Something
but that's
that you have to really edit around.
That's looking ahead is if it's like something actually successful. I think for me, I would love to just do this because I think it'll be a fun thing to do. And if others like it, that's the bonus. But for me, it'll just be fun to talk with you guys, because I don't get to spend that much time talking with you on a regular basis. So
yeah, I love it. Likewise.
Only because you don't pick up my phone calls.
Well, I see that you've called, and I think, well, I've got stuff to do. I don't have time for this.
I don't know. I'll try it. I mean, I like to talk. I like to talk a lot, and everyone has a podcast now, so I feel like you just get one, right? Or you just do it and see what happens.
Yeah.
I don't think it could be just us three.
Well, my
mom said she'd watch.
There you go.
My dad will watch. My dad will listen, and my Aunt Kathy and Aunt Susie. So we're already
we're at 10.
People are looking for more stuff to just have in the background. So it's just like blah 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 blah.
Yeah, we are so great in the background. We're good in the background.
Okay, perfect.
That's what I do. I listen to podcasts while I do yard work. That's where I mostly. So what's interesting is there are a few parts of my yard when I'm in that area. I think about the podcast I was listening to when I planted those shrubs.
That's not sad.
That's beautiful. I have that feeling with albums. Like, I remember where I was walking, listening to an album when I first heard this song. Like, I was at Harvard. I was at Harvard while I was.
God, I already hate everything about this story.
You see, I was doing a production at Harvard.
Oh God!
And I was listening to Taylor Swift, 1980, whatever it is,
89.
89, yeah.
Yeah.
And that album always will be just the crisp autumn leaves on campus at Harvard for me.
Wasn't that when you were doing all those math problems on the chalkboard?
Yeah.
Yes. You remember?
And then you had this professor that could see all your work, and then
Yes,
and Ben Affleck was there, and Matt Damon, and Robin
yes,
Williams.
yes. Corduroy, corduroy,
Oh,
So
corduroy,
this
corduroy.
corduroy, corduroy.
this is a real good example of trying to stay on topic, which the was
What was
nothing
the
to do
topic?
with being in Harvard. There was no reason for that tangent, but we got there anyway. But that is exactly what it's like to hang out with you two, because the conversation may start one place. It goes
Oh,
A to
sorry,
B to
everyone.
X to Y back to G, and you're like, all right, I don't know how we got here.
I
So
just
anyway,
remember walking along the campus at MIT, and I was just there I was an adjunct professor teaching just something one semester,
oh, you
and I
guys,
was listening to Earth, Wind, and Fire. Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead. Let us
You can't
quickly.
fire an if I can't drink kombucha, you cannot do your nails.
you were putting makeup on while you were telling that story as he was
Okay,
putting nails.
focus.
Focus.
Okay, focus.